What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Deadpool series, Lady Deadpool. You do have Lady Deadpool in the packaging. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and then we'll have a better look at the figure inside. So stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have Lady Deadpool posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's take a look at what she comes with. Lady Deadpool here does come with the right leg of the Sauron Build-A-Figure, which we'll have a better look at when he's all said and done. As far as Lady Deadpool here goes, she does come with a few accessories. She of course comes with her two katanas, which is standard for all Deadpool figures, and they are really nice accessories. They're the same katanas that we've gotten with all the other Deadpool figures. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a place to store them. I know some people like to put them in the back of the harness, but I don't want to do that because that'll stretch out the plastic. It would have been nice to have holsters for her katanas, but as far as it goes, she doesn't get them. Her final accessory is, of course, Deadpool and his little stand. Although Deadpool does sit a little low on it, it's still a really nice sculpt. And if you really wanted to, you can actually put Deadpool on another Deadpool skull, head, or body, and it'll look just as nice. I'd rather have Deadpool floating around, but that's all Lady Deadpool comes with. So with her accessories out of the way, let's have a closer look at Lady Deadpool. And so here we have a closer look at Lady Deadpool, and I have to say I really do like the head sculpt on this figure now. It does look like all the other Deadpools that we've gotten in the past, although it is a little bit thinner. It has a standard eye, one eye bigger than the other, as well as the seams running up the mask. And like I said, it's not very different from other Deadpool head sculpts that we've gotten in the past, except this one does have a plug for the hair to go in, and I have to say Hasbro did a really good job with the hair. It's done in a yellow plastic, and they did add this brown wash into it. I want to say it's brown, but it looks really nice. It does bring out all the detailing on it. It is a softer plastic, so I do like that. Unfortunately, being a softer plastic, I do worry that it might tear over time. So just be aware that it's glued in place, so don't be trying to rotate it because it's not going to end up moving. But I do love the hair on her. As far as the suit goes, it's your standard Deadpool suit now. Being a Marvel Legends figure, they didn't really sculpt any of the detailing on her. The lines on her suit aren't raised. The necklace is painted on. It would have been nice if they actually sculpted the detailing on Lady Deadpool here, but it's perfectly okay with me. I don't mind it all too much. Now, I do have to say mine does have one little issue, and I say it's a little issue because you don't really notice it from a distance. Mine actually has two left forearms. This sculpt and this sculpt are the exact same. I did check them both, and they both are left forearms. Now, it doesn't actually hinder articulation or anything like that. It is something to note that mine has two left forearms. Really do like the hands. They're open so they can hold the swords, although they don't hold the swords well. I would have liked a tighter grip on that, but you can actually heat that up with a water heat or hot water or hair dryer, and you can actually get that closer together. Her belt is a really nice sculpt. You can see it's not your traditional Deadpool logo, but it's a Deadpool logo that's enough to tell that it's Deadpool, if that makes sense. Really do like the pouches here. They are nicely sculpted. Unfortunately, no detailing on them, which is a little bit of a bummer that we don't get any paint detailing on the pouches. We go on to her thighs, and we do have this pouch set up again. No paint, but the sculpt is there. If you want to add a wash to it, you can. I'm probably just going to leave mine the way it is because the sculpted detail is enough for me. It is a comic book figure, so it doesn't need all that detail brought to the forefront. I will say the paint doesn't really line up on her. If you try to line the paint apps as they're supposed to go, it kind of kicks her knees inward, and that's not the way the human anatomy is. I'm just leaving it slightly outward so the knees are proper. You can see she does have those little cuffs at the boots here that they're not sculpted again, they're just painted. Would have liked to see the cuffs here at the boots and right here at the arms sculpted, but it is what it is. And then we have her red shoes, which matches everything else. So overall, what do you expect from a Deadpool figure? There's nothing drastic about the sculpt work on her, but she's still a nice looking figure. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get her pose really fast, and compare her to a few other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Lady Deadpool posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. So here we have Lady Deadpool posed next to the Marvel Legends Juggernaut Deadpool and the Sasquatch Deadpool. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually take a look at Lady Deadpool's articulation. Now, she does have the standard female articulation for Marvel Legends. If you don't know what that is, let's run through it really fast. She does have a ball joint, which does let her look up pretty well. She can't really look down all too much on that ball joint, but it's still really good movement. It does give her a lot of attitude, so I really do like that. And of course it does rotate. She does have a hinge in the neck, which lets her look up even further. So if you want it looking straight up, you can. And then you can actually bury her chin into her chest, so I do like that. Arms are on a ball joint. They go out to about that far. They do a full 360, not at all hindered by the hair. She has a single joint at the elbow as well as rotation. She has a rotation and a hinge at the wrist. She does have an ab crunch which goes back about that far. Doesn't go too far forward. I'm a little disappointed that it goes back more than it goes forward. We do get some slight side-to-side leaning with her and really stiff rotation. You can hear it squeaking on me. I don't know if it's because of the plastic's rubbing against itself or if it's just a tight joint. I'm going to assume it's a tight joint. Belt is a loose-fitting appliance. Legs do kick out forward pretty well. Go back only to about that far. Go out standard for Marvel Legends, which is a little bit disappointing. She does have a swivel at the thigh, which is kind of tight on mine. Double bend in the knee, no issues there. We have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back and doesn't go forward all too well, but we do have forward-facing pin, and that's another stiff joint. A lot of stiff joints on Lady Deadpool here, which I would prefer stiff joints over loose joints, but being a smaller figure, I do worry that I might accidentally break her. So with her articulation out of the way, let's actually get her posed for my final thoughts. So here we have Lady Deadpool posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like the way this figure came out. I am a little disappointed that she does not come with holsters for her swords, and maybe some guns would have been nice to have with this figure. But as it stands, she's still a really solid pickup. The two katanas look really nice, and when you get her in the right pose, she can hold them pretty well. And Headpool is always a welcomed addition to any collection. I do wish that the pole that came with Headpool was a little bit taller, because as it stands, he's only at crotch level with your standard Marvel Legend figure, and he should actually be floating at about chest to head level. But other than that, really glad to have Lady Deadpool and Headpool in my Deadpool collection. If you are looking for Lady Deadpool, she is hitting stores right now, so go ahead and check your local comic book stores, Target, Walmart, or wherever you find figures. I was lucky enough to pick up my Lady Deadpool, as well as the rest of the Deadpool series, at my local comic book store, so huge shout out to Black Sheep Comics for getting this figure out to me, so I could review it for you guys. With that being said, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Marvel Legend videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely take a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.